All right, Glenn. We'll see if you really watch my videos or not, because I just I just stopped taping to answer the phone because you were calling me. Anyway. There's a. I haven't said hi to Darcy in a while, but those are the two people I know by name out of my 20 subscribers. We're gonna try to get that up to 21. So hit that like and subscribe. Oh, I feel so dirty when I say that. I retract that. Do not, under any circumstance, hit the like or subscribe button. Tell your friends to unsubscribe, and then send a notice to YouTube that I should be muzzled. Electro-muzzling. Funny, eh? The one thing I've learned in life is that I should keep my opinions to myself. I would just like to point out that you can look through all my hundreds of videos and none of them has my opinion in it. Yeah. Man. The Care Bear was not 160 feet away. The Care Bear was 50 feet away. The arrow might have flown 150 feet, but the Care Bear was 50 feet away. And we'll see on the instant replay, man, if I came within a million miles of the thing, but whatever. Freak running by. It's the freak section down here, son. Afternoon. A woman has invaded our space. I wonder if that counts as something. I'm amazed. There's millions of square feet of beach. They're online. explain that later when I can talk louder. But it's kind of funny. You should see all the free memory I have. I could do this for hours. I had mysteriously recorded a couple of videos on ultra high HD at 60 frames per second in 4K or something. So I used all my memory for a 20-minute video that I had to go through all my videos to find the one video that was on the huge resolution. Anyway, I'm sure we've all been there, but I thought I'd explain it. Oh dear. So we were recording this frickin' thing the other day. God bless it. Alright, we'll do it this way. There we go. Meh. So there's my favorite piece of wood that's always here. This is location 1. So that stump. Oh, I'd love to have that stump at my place. Anyway, there's our favorite board, which goes from being submerged. What's the opposite of submerged? Supermerged? Anyway, that's a good indication of what the weather's been doing while you're not here. The yellow thing gets bounced around. For some reason it can't seem to leave this beach. I've tried to pull it off the beach just as a removing litter project, but it is fucking heavy. And this beautiful piece of wood next to it has floated there because it's too heavy to lift, so somebody's built a fire in it. Anyway, but even with the water helping you, that is hard to move. That thing is psychotic to move. It must weigh 600 pounds. And it's bolted together with big pieces of iron, so hilarious, I suppose. Anyway, this might be funny, so I'm gonna contextualize. Maybe I can convince them. Looks like a Beachcombers episode. Da 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 da. Off they go. I don't think I was going to shoot anywhere else. But out of all the beach, why would you go to the one where the psychotic bald guy with the beer is hanging out shooting arrows at a Care Bear? You'd think. They must think I'm a liberal Democrat because I got here on an electric bicycle. Electric bikes could be so much cooler. That bike, you don't have to make a spectacle of yourself. You could make an electric bike that is an amazing electric bike, not some sort of copy of an existing project. However, I am delighted that my mother could afford to buy me an electric bike. See, I'm going on. I'm not telling you my opinions about politics or anything. That freak is still down there. Watch this. I'm gonna freak him out. I'm gonna give him the liberal Democrat treatment. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Is he there? No. Yeah, he's there somewhere, I guess. I think it was when they came out with video cameras. They were advertising 940 times zoom, and then you had for fuck's sake. Oh, isn't that pretty? I was just talking about pretty bathroom tile, and there one is. But look at that. Ta-da! That's another rock I won't bring home. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, they came up with all these ridiculous zoom rates as a number with which they could sell cameras. But it was misused, oddly enough. You can still get cameras with zoom rates like that, but you gotta like register with the government first in Canada and everything. But oh, the dredger! Look at the dredger close up. This is my favorite piece of municipal machinery. Ooh, ooh! There she blows. Ta-da! See, it's right here. There we go. That is that is what I would call the municipal dredging unit. And it literally, I've been watching it for years. Every day I come out here, and that is doing its work. I don't think many people know what it is or what it's doing, but it is dredging. So, but you know, if it was important dredging, if it was important dredging, that's, there you see, that's the misuse of it. There's one. No, that's 1.5. There you go, 1. For fuck's sake. Thank you. All right. So at my 1-to-1 ratio, if there was an important dredging project happening out there, you'd think you'd have more than one old boiler getting it done, you know. So anyway, I wish them all the luck in the world with their dredging, but as most, you know, you can be sure that's a government project. I think dredging is altering the landscape. Anyway, go dredge yourself. Oh, looks like Buddy's flailing around now. Oh, maybe he's gonna wrap it. Stay away when you hit with a rock. I want to witness the abuse of the here. I'll have to rename him Mr. Strawberry Jam. So if you don't know who Mr. Strawberry Jam is, look it up. Hit the dredger. Oh, there we go. The rock ferry has been good to us. Busier than I thought. It's a beautiful untapped resource as far as everything. Very good. The rocks go farther than the arrows, man. The arrows are interesting and accurate. As far as kinetic transfer goes, got it all over the rest. Ah. I whipped myself in the face with lake water. Where would the fun be if you get wet a little bit? Oh, my back feels like. All right. Oh my goodness, look at that. You gotta wonder whose bathroom that came out of. Look at that. The electric green, that's probably cyanide. That wouldn't surprise me at all. The whitewash was white because it was full of lead. Cyanide they used to make things green. What a beautiful green, and it never goes away. It's just as green as the day it was born. Anyway, pretty. Probably not cyanide, but still. People literally died so children could have green wallpaper. Strictly speaking, look at the dredger. Fuck, I can see the detail on the dredger. Like, what's wrong with my fucking camera? Dredge this. Oh, you can see I got my arm back a bit. Alright, here we go. What do we do? What do we do here? Now there's our dredger. Oh, look how beautiful the foreground is. Oh, look how beautiful the background is. Alright, now we're going to see the dredger up close. Whoop. There, you see. The days of 940 times are over. You get to see. If the guys on the dredger wrote a sign and held it up, I could see it with my eyes. So 8 times here, beautiful, 8 times, is enough to see what's going on, just barely. Anyway, not James fucking Bond here, but still. There you go. That's one. If I look at it at the screen, it looks like a blob. And if I look at it with my eyes, it looks like a boat with a crane on it, which is what it is. Anyway, put my shit back. Oh, do it like this. Are we rolling? To the broccoli, away! There. We're gonna whip a rock at those motherfuckers. Sorry, on this Monday to Friday plane. Hello guys, I'm whipping a rock at you. You can hear it. Burger, 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 burger. Man, without YouTube, I would have to buy another SIM card. I figured out how to use YouTube as my fucking memory card. It's like anybody, you know, you get started using a certain media type, and then you go apeshit. Here we go, the jail shot. Oh, it's a beauty. I'll be charged as a terrorist because I'm whipping rocks in municipal property. I still haven't completely lost my fear of hitting myself in the head. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It causes me to be cautious. Believe me, when the end is wet, the idea of the whip comes to bear. Oh. Nice. It feels good to have that shot working. Being cautious just doesn't do it. This is a nice size of rock. That's going to be the right weight. It could be a bit smaller, but still. And I've been experimenting with just putting it, you know, the rock wants to fit there. I tell you, you should do this. That's the way it wants to sit, so why wouldn't you put it there? There you go. The rock is shaped like a ball goes in the cup. Man, you gotta be hardcore to sit through 20 minutes of this. I'm enjoying myself, but I'm making content. I'm contenting. See, that's the third time I've used the word content as a verb today. That means somebody's already doing it, and I'm copying them. Atta boy! Oh. The number one safety item is to not throw, if I may split an infinitive, to not throw irregular objects. I'm contenting here. I'm contenting. With no respect for the municipal artist. All the best crazy people shake their fist at the sky. It doesn't matter what the reason is, you just gotta do it. There's one advantage of being a contenter. A cunt-ender? A cunt-ender. That's what I am. I end cunts. You get to check out the weather. I've seen so much different weather down here, different times of day, and even not even necessarily during business hours. I've been down here contenting in the middle of the night. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Oh my God. Look. It's it's the target audience. That's got to be his name because I remember it. He's our target audience. Art imitates life. That was unnecessarily cool. That's the spirit. I think the shape of the pocket is a thing to do. How many times I hit myself? Yeah, I think there might be some sort of kinetic energy transference thing, dude. Only that were lead. That'd be perfect. But I don't want to go too far. I don't know. I was talking about the clever fellow that taught me how to do a 69 knot. I don't know who the hell that is, but he explained it very well. He also explained the one-handed falconer's knot, which I also would like to thank him for. I won't be using that today, but you should look it up. One-handed falconer's knot. Oh, I can't wait to waste YouTube's electricity remembering my shit. That's a beautiful. Oh, I should have done it before and after there. It's such a nice color. Not every rock is beautiful, but every rock has something to say. Can you imagine? This is one of those rocks with wee buggies in it, and it's been making the rounds for millions of years. Am I ever going to be a fossil that lasts for millions of years? Some graveyard somewhere? No, not if you're burned up into ash. I think I might want to be buried whole, just so the bugs have something to eat. It would be a waste of what do you call it? Obviously, the universally traditional approach would be to be consumed by your environment. That's what I would say. Now that is an interesting rock, because it's got all these sharp corners on it, and all these interesting shapes, and it must be very new, because all the rocks on this beach have been washed back and forth by storms like a giant rock grinder, and that's why they're all the same shape, because they all get rolled into obliqueness? Anyway, they're oblong, like this one. Anyway, this I might break my rule and keep. It's like the youngest rock I've ever found. And then people will be looking through my rock collection in the future and go, what the fuck did you collect? There's a rock pedophile. Oh yeah. Look at that. More people with more children. They're not even contenting, they're just here. So, ta-da! Neat. I'm gonna put that in my pocket. I'm gonna break my rule. I've broken the rule a few times, but you wouldn't believe how many rocks you can go home with if you decide not to abide by the rules. Man, one of those kids got an orange hat on. The target audience likes that one. My target audience. One of my incandescent arrows is sticking out of the arrow bag. Busted! Busted! Oop. That was a misfire. Those kids would love to do some singing. I'd be watching. That's what I'm doing. That guy's content. 7. Alright, target audience. Pull me up. Don't be afraid to step on your target audience. Anybody in there? Is there anybody in there? No, 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 no. There we go. Yep, when I was a kid, I'd be damaged. Most kids that are down at the beach are interested in something. There we go. Nice aggregate. Never have enough aggregate. What do you think, target audience? Are we reaching our target audience? Oh. There we go. Target audience is taking part. What? Oh, I hit the target. What did I do? I reached the target audience. Sort of heart. Care Bear device. Okay, here we're going to do A, B this one. Look how dull and ordinary that is. Oh, look at that. Oh, I should make up a story how I'm live streaming with a cancer victim and my dying mother or something. Oh, could you just give me? Oh, could you give me some money to help buy her some SIM cards? Oh dear, my dad was a sucker for that shit. Anyway, that's a very pretty rock. I won't take that one home. The reason I'm taking the other one home is because it's sharp, not because it's pretty. The other rock. Isn't that right, target audience? It seems like I've caved in the skull with target audience. they say, target audience? How you doing? He's already full of holes. I should be nicer to my target audience. By that I'm referencing Karen iPhone, and if you don't know who Karen iPhone is, you don't deserve to be on the internet. Look it up. Whoa! Swing and a miss. I'm sure I brought a spare one of these today. So no. Mother's never let me. Funny how I keep looking for my phone in my pocket. But tiddly. We've got one drag left on that. Let's see if we can. I must still take a freak to those guys. I suppose that means you look like a freak. Well, nothing new about that. I like the look of this rock. We're going to throw this rock and then I think we're going to fuck off. Right? That's right. What a beauty. Isn't that right, target audience? Are we rolling? Target audience says we're rolling. There you go. Alright, we're gonna call it today. Nice eye bags. That's how I know that I'm not 18 anymore. I have eye bags. Let's hope. It's hard not to look at your own face in the thing, eh? Okay, here we go. Okay, so here we go. I'm looking at the lens now and not looking at this. I've got my hand over the screen. Does that mean I can only see my hand? Does mean I can only see my hand. Well, how's that gonna work? Alright. So how do you not look at your own eyes in the camera? Alright, well we'll figure that out later.